Happy Father's Day to you too. It's actually a different date in my country to quite a few other places in the world because we're a British colony. But happy Father's Day to you, sir. Now I want to get more of that oil up in there. But they're looking very, very nice and brown. And they're feeling quite rubbery, which is kind of, I don't know how that's going to translate to the texture. But the more brown you're seeing on the top here, the more brown it is overall, basically, which is what we want. We don't want any pale skin, because it's always going to increase the flavour to have browning. So with these ones, considering it's going to be back in the pan after this, I'm just going to transfer these to the plate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the veggies. I'm going to put them in the rest of the vegetables, just so that when I do this second batch here, with a bit more olive oil, of course. And yeah, pineapple pizza is awesome. I love it. Let's see, remove the pan, add the paste, cook the stuff. Okay, so I'm not putting this pork back in the pan afterwards. Okay, I might have to do a little bit more browning on that then. You're not yet a father, but in some years I hope. Don't worry, man, neither am I. And I wish you all the best too. So yeah, I might chuck these back in with the rest of them. Nah, that'll make it too confusing. I'll chuck them in right at the end with this stuff here. So, kind of want them to be flat first thing, because I find if you cook them flat first thing, then they'll flip easier and they'll basically be squarer, if that makes any sense. But again, you don't really want them touching. These ones can go over here because this part of the pot is way colder than this part for some reason. I think it's just my oven is not the best. And that's fine. That rice is looking good though. We've managed to save the rice. There we go, we've got all of them. And these are browning quite fast, so I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit and just do this for a sec. Except for that little boy there. And this one. Nice. And since this pan's quite thin, quite a thin pan, it doesn't hold heat very well, which is good for some things and bad for other things, but it means that I can regulate the temperature a lot easier than something like cast iron, which after it's heated up you're pretty much going to stay at that temperature for a very long time, and it will spread out throughout the entire thing, whereas this thing, it's got a nice cold handle, thankfully. Back on now. Alright, let's get the foot. Oh, they're both like that, both sides. That's fine. Or are they? This one does not want to flip. Ah, yeah, they look like that. Alright. I want this thick one over here, so it will cook all the way through, basically. And the reason why we don't want them too close together, or touching each other, is because the more steam that they're trapping in between each other, the less evenly they're cooking. And you want them to cook evenly, obviously. And at this point I'm going to add back in that other pork, just so it's nice and tasty and warm again. Because I'm going to be adding in the greens too. And probably another minute. No, you get off that top part there, you. Cool, and they're all looking pretty even, which is cool, apart from these two, but that's just part of the course. Okay, so I'm going to put these a bit. And I've actually got that fat there, which I'm going to brown, just because it'll add some flavour at the end. And these are looking pretty toasty, so I'm actually going to add this stuff back in now. And it's always something you can take out at the end if you don't want it. But I'm just going to add it in there and get some nice flavour from it. And also you don't really need to simmer it again, but I'm actually going to add some more soy sauce and some other spices. Just because I feel like the dish isn't ready yet. A little bit more salt in, and some pepper, because you can't go wrong with pepper, that's for sure. Unless the meal is sweet, in which case you don't want pepper in it. Oh, we lost one. We lost a little bit of your bok choy. Lost a little piece of So we're gonna order a pizza now. No, I'll be eating this, but you can feel free to eat a pizza. I wouldn't mind a pizza, to be honest, but you know, would be such a waste of effort to have cooked all this. I lost quite a bit of fluid there too. Apologies, you have to see this, but that's going back in there. And now all those pork pieces are all coated in that nice marinade. They have quite a lot of nice colour to them, which is cool. Where are the red peppercorns? I put them in with the vegetables right at the end with the soy sauce before I took them off the heat the first time. So that's where they ended up. And the garlic paste is coming in afterwards. So I'll put that in last, basically. I need a fork. I don't even have a fork. Jeez. This rice came out lovely, despite me thinking it wouldn't. It's a little bit soggy. It could be less soggy. But this is how the rice is looking now. You can see it's got quite a nice yellow tint to it. That's all the butter and the garlic. And I'll taste some. Could have gone for a bit longer. Actually, it could be steamed for a bit longer, but that's all right. because I like my rice like this anyway. But it still tastes good. Maybe a little bit of salt. Oh, we lost one. My folks, we have lost one. Oh, there he is. He didn't drop on the floor, Wesley. Dried up. Yeah. It depends on the meal, honestly. If it's for me, if it's quite an oily or a wet dish, I want it to have dry rice with it. But yeah, this rice, I just added way too much water at the start, basically, because I did the water separately, which is kind of a mistake on my part. Anyway, we're going to take this off the heat now, and pull it up here. Yeah, nah. That smells nice. Thank you, Larger Bounce. I'm sure you smell nice too. Okay. Some prawns on the barbie. And these go on right now. I'll just incorporate them. I have a barbecue, but it's too cold. It's the middle of winter, so I can't really use it. Bob on the barbie. Perfect time now. Yeah, unfortunately not. Maybe in the States where it's nice and warm. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna take this off. Oh, the heat's being killed now, so it should be fine. Get a stubby? I have a stubby. Well, it's not in a stubby, but it's a beer. Go out there in your budgie smugglers. I love it. Just gonna add this garlic paste on the top too. Ah, no. I've committed the cardinal sin. I didn't take it all the way off. No, now it's going everywhere. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alrighty. Now that won't need any cooking. We're sweet. Top shelf Sheilas. I can't really do the Australian accent, I'm sorry.